Everybody put your hands together for your host, the very funny Carlton K.
What's going on, Sandman? How we doing tonight? Oh my goodness. I'm your host for the evening, Carlton K, like he said. Anybody celebrating anything tonight? Birthdays, divorces, vasectomies, anything? Nothing? Jesus. Boring Wednesday night. All right. Well, we'll get right into it then. I am going to tell you a little bit about myself to get started, and then we'll roll. 45 years old. Ginger, obviously. Recently been told that I have mad stepdad energy. I don't know what that means exactly. I like to think that it means a lot of people want to fuck me. Hear me out. Stepdad is the second most searched category on Pornhub, so it's got to mean something. All right. No, what I really think it means is my two stepsons do not respect me at all. They don't listen to me. They call me by my first name, and they won't stop touching the fucking thermostat. Oh, okay, sorry. That's that energy I was talking about. I'm trying to dial it in. Look, I spent the first part of my life as a redheaded stepson myself, so I have no respect then, and now I'm a redheaded stepfather. I think it was just a lateral move. I think that's how that panned out. Being Richmond's most reluctant stepdad, I'm also starting to feel my age. You know, like when I hit 40, the warranty just ran out. I can see some people in the audience feeling the same way. So here's the thing. Like, I can go to bed and be totally fine, okay? Wake up in the morning, everything on my body is stiff, except for the one thing that would be fun and helpful. It's just what happens, right? Another part of that is you have to start getting procedures, right? Surgeries, things like that. Most recently, I had my sinuses fixed, my tonsils cut out, and my uvula cut out, all at the same time. I don't recommend it. It sucked. On a positive note, though, the back of my throat just looks like an asshole now. So it's given me a new definition of the phrase ass to mouth. So that's fun. And it's helped with talking shit. How about that? Yeah? All right. Look, those things just happen from getting older, right? You get older, and that's how it goes. I'm not looking forward to getting any older, right? Nobody looks forward to getting any older. Okay, Make-A-Wish Foundation kids, they do. But that's just... Tell me I'm wrong. All right. I'm just saying. I think what's really happening is my body is just catching up to my old man brain. And let me explain that. Ever since I was like 16, I've had the mentality of a crotchety old man, because I use words like crotchety. And because of that, now I am trying to be better about it, all right? I'm trying to do better. Like this past Halloween, it's the first time I didn't hand out Nicorette and Tide Pods to the kids. See, I'm growing. I'm doing better, I'm growing. Got a positive step right in the right direction, right? Now, they say if you can make the difference in the life of one child, I feel like eating a Tide Pod is a difference, right? Okay. Just saying, that's, you know. What it is let me clarify some other things here. I don't like kids. That's really what it comes down to. I feel bad for them sometimes. Not all kids, like the Tide Pod kids, fuck them, they're stupid. But I feel bad for other kids, okay? And that's because, like, the kids that listen to music today, for example. Like when I listened to songs when I was a kid, you get older, you grow up, and you're like, oh shit, that song was about sex. I didn't know that. But they thought creatively and made the song about sex. Well, I feel like that made me a more creative adult, okay? And I feel bad for today's kids, because I don't think we're gonna find out one day that Wet Ass Pussy was about closing the wage gap, or, you know, stopping the fighting in Ukraine. It's not in the cards for them. It makes me feel bad, you know. I feel bad for my wife as well, because she's been helping me on this journey to be better. Like, she's been having me work out and run and stuff like that. And I have been just getting shredded, okay, just shredded cheese on everything that I eat, and I feel like she's lost this battle. That's where we're at with that. She is my second wife because my first wife left me for a woman. I either get a woo or an awe, and that tells me where your loyalties lie as a crowd. So that's why I took the drink break for that. No, here's the thing. What it came down to, I couldn't be terribly mad at her because she wanted someone that had an innie and I had an outie. That is not a belly button reference for those of you keeping score. All right. But part of it could have been my fault, okay? The reason she left could have been my fault, just a little bit. Because the entire time we were together and married, I referred to her as my starter wife. So probably kind of my, wow. Thank you for that. My current wife, though, is awesome. She is a teacher, which basically just means we're poor. But it also means she has the patience of a saint, which you have to be in a relationship with me. I'll give you another example. We were out for our anniversary one year, and we're at the bar, and we're sitting there, and there's these older ladies at the end of the bar, all right, and they're hitting on this younger guy. And those ladies, everybody knows what those ladies would be called, right? Disgusting, exactly. No, it's cougars. It's cougars. The word is cougars. And so my wife leans over and she's like, hey, you know, if you and I weren't together, I'd probably be like those cougars at the end of the bar. I was like, sweetheart, cougars usually have money. You just end up being an old slut. That's just a fun and creative way for me to tell you I did not get laid for my anniversary. I'm just saying, yeah. But part of that, too, being a teacher, being poor, I was worried because she had always told me that she's getting something cool when she has her midlife crisis. I was like, I don't know how we're going to afford that, but we'll try. So for her midlife crisis, well, she calls it her midlife celebration. I call it the reason we're eating ramen for a year. But she got herself a Dodge Challenger. Nice car. It's a muscle car. She always wanted one since she was a kid. But it worries me because I looked at her when she got it and I was like, sweetheart, please be careful because the last time a teacher was in a Challenger, it did not end up... Took you a second, but you got it. Hell yeah, that's my favorite way to do it. See, curveball. All right. She is my second wife, but I've been engaged numerous times. All right. And I know it's strange looking at me because I look like this, but I think what it is I've never been laid because of my looks. It's always been charm, humor, and alcohol. Trying to be honest. But I think it's also how I approach relationships. Do we have any single people in the audience? Any single people? Way in the back. All right, where you belong. No. If for those of you who are single, take this advice with you and move it through your life. And everyone else, you can benefit from this too. Treat every new relationship like a vulture treats a deer carcass on the side of the road. Eat the asshole first. All right. Look, I told you, multiple engagements, multiple wives. We're going 12 years strong right now, all right? However, she hates that joke. Now. She hates that joke now. But when she was the carcass, all right. Ta-da! Like I said, not looks, it's just charm. All right, and humor, we'll say humor too. So here's the thing, her kids, I try. I really do. I've been trying to teach them things these many years, and like I said, they're teenagers now. I try. But what ends up happening, they don't listen to me, so I end up just learning things from them, right? Like I learned last Christmas, as a matter of fact, so this Christmas is gonna be way better, but last Christmas I learned not to go with my first instinct when I get them presents. Because I gave 2 teenage boys each a fleshlight last year. For those of the older crowd, that is like a pocket pussy, just so we're all on the same page. All right. Another thing I learned from them, though, is they don't like hand-me-downs. So, yep, always learning, always learning. All right. Are you guys ready for a good show tonight? Hell yes.